guys, welcome to Zills to Learn. Today we are going to see the English explanation for the lesson Lhasa Ki Aur. Let's start with author introduction. The author of this lesson is Rahul Sankrityayan. He was born in 1893 in his maternal village Bhanda district, Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh. His original name was Kedar Pandey. He was educated in Kashi, Agra and Lahore. In 1930, he went to Sri Lanka and embraced Buddhism. What are his famous works which we need to note? मेरे जीवन यात्रा चहबा 6 parts, दर्शन दिग्दर्शन, बाई सवी सदी, Volga से गंगा, and etc. Make note of all these places which will be helpful for you. And let's see the summary of the lesson Lhasa Ki Aur. This lesson is a travelogue written by Rahul. The author went to the journey to Tibet via Nepal in 1929 to 30. At that time, Indians were not allowed to travel to Tibet. Therefore, the author had to travel as a beggar. This travelogue describes the difficult paths leading to the Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. Through his travelogue, we were also got to know that the Tibetan society of the time. According to the presented travelogue, the path that the author is talking about is the main path from Nepal to Tibet. When the Fari Kalimpong path did not come into existence, not only things from Nepal but also things from India used to go to Tibet via this path. Apart from being a trade route, it was also a military route. Therefore, the military posts were built at various places. There are also some difficulties and some comfort for travelers in Tibet. There is no caste system there, nor is there any feeling of untouchability, and the women, they do not observe parda. For fear of theft, no one allows the lowest caste of beggars to enter their homes. Otherwise, you can enter anybody's house even if you are unknown person, and if needed, you can give tea from your bag. The daughter-in-law or mother-in-law of the house will make it for you. According to the author, further in his travelogue, when they moved ahead from the abandoned Chinese fort, a man was passing by. He came with the intention of begging. The author gave him both the chits. Thereafter, they reached the last village before Tongla. You should make note of all the names of the villages and the places coming in this. In that village, Sumati, who was the author's friend, had the home, due to which they got a good place to stay. When they returned again by the same route after 5 years, they returned not in a guise of beggars but as a civilized and well-educated traveler riding on a horse. But no one in the village gave them any place to stay. They had to stay in some poor hut in the village. The next day, author and his friend Sumati had to cross Danda Tongla. According to the author, Danda is a dangerous place in the Tibet. Due to the height of 16,000-17,000 feet, the existence of villages on both sides is not visible. This is the best place for robbers to hide. No one can even catch robbers there. The robbers would first kill the people they could catch. After that, they would check whether the person concerned had money or not. There was no law regarding the weapons there, due to which people would roam around with pistol guns instead of sticks. The author was not afraid of the beggars or the dacoits, because they were dressed as beggars. Whenever they sensed the presence of dacoits or such a person, they would immediately start begging. The next target of the author and his friend Sumati was Langkor place, which was about 16 to 17 miles away. The author told his friend Sumati that let's hire 2 horses for Langkor. We will carry the luggage and also ride. The next day, both of them went towards the Danda on horseback and reached there by noon. When they reached the Danda, they were at the altitude of 17 to 18,000 feet above the sea level. They saw bare mountains without any snow and greenery. At the highest point of Danda was a place of deity, which was decorated with a pile of stones, animal horns, flags of colorful cloth. While descending, the author's horse became lethargic and started walking slowly, due to which the author fell a little behind from his friend Sumati. On coming ahead, the author saw 2 roads. He went 1.5 miles ahead towards the left. The later on asking at same house, he came to know that the road to Langkor was on right. He mistakenly came on the wrong route. Then they returned 1.5 miles and took the right road, due to which the author got late. The author found Sumati in anger. While addressing the author, he said, I blew two blankets of baskets of coal, heated the three times tea. But when the author told the reason, Sumati's anger cooled down and they stayed at a good place in Lankar. Here also they met good well wishers. Both of them had tea, sattu, and they got hot tupka at night. These are the foods of Tibet. According to the author, the next day they were in the vast plain of Tingri, which looked like an island surrounded by mountains. In the island, the small hill was visible in the plain. The name of the hill was Tingri Samidhi Giri. There too, Sumati have many acquaintances in the nearby villages. Sumati expressed his desire to go and meet their friends, but the author refused her and promised to give her money after reaching Lhasa, which Sumati also accepted. After that, both of them started moving forward. They had not started early in the morning, so they had to walk in the scorching sun. They were walking with their luggages on their backs, carrying a stick in the hand. Sumati wanted to meet another host, for which he made an excuse and asked Arthur to go towards Shekhar Vihar. According to the author, the land of Tibet is divided among small and big jagirdars. The large part of this jagirs is in the hands of viharas, and every jagirdars also do something farming in his jagir, for which he get laborers or the forced labor. To manage the farming, a monk is sent there who is no less than the king for the people of Jagir. The head monk, Namse, of Shekhar farm was a gentleman. He met the author very warmly. There was a nice and famous temple there in which 103 handwritten books of Kanjur, Buddha's words translation, was kept. The author's seat was also there. The author was engrossed in reading it. Then Sumati asked the author to meet his friends nearby, which the author accepted. The author was thinking in his mind that Sumati would make 2-3 days to return, but he returned by noon. Tingri village was not far from there. After that, both of them took their luggage on the backs after bidding farewell to Monk Namsi, and they left. And the story ends here. Hope you liked it. Share to the friends who are in need of English explanation for the Hindi lessons. Do like, share, and subscribe to the Stolen. Thank you.